I would like to call the meeting to order and welcome everyone to the Laverne Planning Commission April 30th, 2024 meeting at 6 p.m. We do have a quorum. First item of business is to approve the meeting minutes from March 26, 2024 regular meeting and April 16th, 2024 workshop.
So moved.
We have a motion to approve. We have a second.
Second.
We have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. We do not have anyone signed up for the public comment. So item number 2 is done. Items number 3 and 4 are withdrawn and deferred, correct, Mr. Logan?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Thank you. Item number 5, final plat Richland South LLC property, 5 lots totaling approximately 9.14 acres requested by TTL. Property located at Murfreesboro Road and Veterans Memorial Parkway. Tax map 14, parcel 72.04, C2 Highway Service Zoning District, property owned by Richland South LLC. Mr. Logan.
Thank you. This is a final plat approval request, and this is for the Richland South LLC property. This property is located on Murfreesboro Road and currently zoned C2, which is Highway Service Commercial. And they... Excuse me, let me get my mic up here so y'all can hear me. Sorry about that. This applicant is proposing 5 new lots with this final plat, and the 5 lots are located on approximately 9 acres. And also with this development will be a future grocery store, and that grocery store would be about 19,500 square feet approximately. This site is located at Murfreesboro Road and Veterans Memorial Parkway. And, of course, one of the major purposes of this plat is to establish the necessary easements for public sewer as well as the other utilities. And also with this lot will be approximately 1.9 acres that will serve as stormwater management area. So we'll move on here to the slides. So the property here on the screen is the site for this final plat. And just off to the right here, the white roof is the Mid-South Carpenters School, Mid-South Carpenters Training Facility. So that's a building that's about a year and a half old, give or take. And then to the left of the image is the Laverne Post Office. And then this is Murfreesboro Road to the south of the image. So that will give you an idea of the surrounding area. And when you zoom out here, you can see the villas at Central Park, which are the large multifamily complex that's been here for quite a while. So that immediately borders the site on the north. And then, of course, you can see the Carpenter School again, as well as the post office. And the zoning map shows the C2 zoning, which I mentioned earlier. Actually, all of Murfreesboro Road on the north and south side in this area is zoned the same, which is C2. So that zoning allows for various retail and restaurant establishments, including the proposed grocery store. So these pictures are taken from Veterans Memorial, the intersection of Veterans Memorial and Murfreesboro Road. So this is looking west-northwest toward the post office in the distance. And then the other photo shows more of the villages of Central Park, which is the townhome development that I mentioned earlier as well. So this is the layout, and also want to mention I passed out to each of your spots tonight. The applicant has brought the 2 pages, the most updated plat. They brought those with them a few minutes ago, so that's what was handed out in front of you. And it is in 2 pages folded. If you have any questions, just ask us, and we'll help you with that. So the first page is shown on the screen, and this shows lots basically 1 through 5. It's 2 through 5 on this plan. Of course, the grocery store would take lot 1. And then lots 6, 7, and 8 are shown on the screen now, which is page 2 of the plat. And my understanding that the stormwater management area would be on lot number 5, which is this upper right-hand corner. So that would be the stormwater management area. And then these other parcels will be built on in the future with different users as they come in. So going back to comments, the planning comments have all been addressed, so we'll move on to engineering and utilities, and I'll turn that over to Mr. Lyde. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please.
The difference between what's in your packet and what got handed out tonight was addressing these remaining utilities comments. They have all been addressed, so neither engineering nor utilities have any outstanding comments.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Do we have any questions or comments from the board? We'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept as submitted.
Motion to accept. We have a second.
Second.
We have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. On to item number 6. Site plan, Maurice King subdivision, lot 13, new building totaling 4,000 square feet on 0.44 acres, requested by Huddleston Steel, Inc., property located at 108 Gingham Drive, tax map 14I, Group G, Parcel 6, I-1 Light Industrial Zoning District, property owned by DNA Partnership. Mr. Logan.
So this item is a site plan request for the Maurice King subdivision, and this is lot 13. The applicant's proposing a new building that would total 4,000 square feet, and this parcel is 0.44 acres. This property is located at 108 Gingham Drive, which is connects to Sand Hill Road on the north side, and property is zoned I-1, which is light industrial zoning. Property is owned by DNA Partnership, and in meeting with the applicant, the proposed structure will be a warehouse-type facility, and it would match the existing buildings that are already located on Gingham Drive, and we'll show you some pictures of those. So this is the existing lot. It's the only remaining vacant lot on Gingham Drive, and as you go north, it's on the right side, which would be the east side of the road. And zooming out, so you can see Gingham Drive here, and then the property is outlined here in blue. So as you go south, you intersect with Sand Hill, which runs east-west in this section. And then as you, if you go on to the east, of course, you come to the four-way stop at Dick Buchanan and Holland Ridge, which I'm sure many of you have been through before. So this is the zoning map. The light blue is I-1. That's light industrial. You can see a very large area here that really encompasses Sand Hill Road and Dick Buchanan. It's a decent-sized industrial area of Laverne, so there's no issue with the proposed use of this building and the zoning. This slide shows a photo of the property, so you can see building to the north and then existing building to the south, and then the gap here at 108 Gingham. And slightly different view, you can see the road here and then building to the south. And these buildings are just metal construction, just very straightforward industrial warehouse buildings. So that's what the applicant expects to go here. So this is the site plan that was submitted, and this sheet shows the existing conditions. And then here you see the site plan, and you see the proposed building and how it's placed with parking in the front And they do have the ADA accessible space on the right side of the building, on the south side, and then more parking on the north. And then you can see the utilities plan with some of the details as well. And I believe landscape plan is pretty minimal since the lot's not large, but there is a landscape plan. So we'll move back to the report. I believe all that's left. Very minor planning comments I just had. At the time the report was written, the zoning was shown as C2, which was incorrect. And, of course, the regulations for outdoor storage say that any outdoor storage, even in the I-1 district, must be located as far as possible from a public street and must also be covered or shielded with a 6-foot screen or fence that's made of opaque material. And other comments would be from utilities, so I'll turn that over to Mr. Lyde.
Okay, and these are all just for the applicant's information only, so they're not really comments per se, so there's no utilities or engineering comments.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Logan, so have all planning items been addressed?
Yes, sir. They're addressed as long as you all are comfortable with the fencing. Although it's not an overlay, if you look at our zoning ordinance, it just has a very kind of blanket paragraph that outlines the comments I put in here. So I don't know that the fencing material has been shown or mentioned to you all.
I believe we worked that out at workshop. I'll call the applicant up. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Would the applicant please come forward? Name and address for the record, sir.
Ian Gerald with Huddle Steel Engineering of Murfreesboro. Bo, I don't know if you got the latest plans we submitted on the 22nd, but we've addressed all of those comments. I don't know if y'all have them or not, but the fencing, we're going to use vertical HDPE slats in it, and then we're putting that emerald green arborvitae, which is an evergreen 6 foot high, in front of it. So we've agreed to all these comments, and gosh, you should have had those addressed on that resubmittal on Monday week, the 22nd. So
With that being Mr. Logan's only comment, and you obviously addressing it, and we talked about it extensively at workshop,
yeah,
I think everyone's comfortable with that. So with that, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I've got a question.
Oh, please, sir. Thank you.
Gary,
Sir?
are all the utility comments, have they been addressed?
The comments, Scott Tatalovich communicates through comments with the engineers, so they're not addressed, but they're mainly for information. There's nothing on there I don't think you can approve that's going to affect the functionality of the site plan at all.
Okay.
and those were included with the resubmittal on the 22nd as well. We sent to Scott and to Bo. I mean, you have them, all the details that he asked for on there. So I'm comfortable with all these conditions we've addressed.
Thank you, sir.
I'll make a motion to accept as submitted.
We have a motion to accept. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you,
very
sir.
much.
I do not see a bonds and letter of credit on here this month, so with that, I'd like to thank everyone. Meeting adjourned.